Here we are again with a new video. Sitting on my bed. It's like I never leave. Maybe I don't. So today I'm going to be sharing some tips and advice for those of you who want to go vegan. So when you first think about going vegan, it can seem super overwhelming. You don't even know where to start. It's like a complete 180. And for some people it definitely is. For others it's not so hard to make the changes to go vegan. But I like to promote small changes. All these small choices and changes, they add up. If you can't go fully vegan, you can at least try to eat some vegetarian meals, maybe buy cruelty-free products, don't go to the circus or like zoos or anything like that which have animals in captivity basically. So you can still make those choices even if you still eat meat and dairy sometimes, because personally I think it's better that there's 5 million people trying to eat more vegetarian, cut down on animal products, than having 1 million people go completely vegan. Yeah, anyway, so if you're thinking about going vegan, first off, that is amazing, and I'm now here to help you. So first, some self-promo. Follow me on It's a Healthy Lifestyle on Instagram. I share a bunch of vegan meals and recipe ideas on there. I also have a vegan nutrition ebook which can be helpful, as you may need to pay a little more attention to your food intake and that it is actually nutritionally balanced, so you are getting all the nutrients you need. Because if you aren't, it's easy to maybe feel tired or get sick or get deficiencies. But then again, you can get sick, tired and get deficiencies while still eating meat and dairy, so there's that. And of course my blog, it'sahealthylifestyle.org, where I share recipes, nutrition, vegan advice. Self-promo over, let's get into the tips. So first I'm gonna start off with the food parts of going vegan. When you first cut out meat and dairy, it's easy to think that there is nothing you can eat, but you have to remember to substitute. If you take away meat and dairy, you have to substitute it with something else, whether it's soy products, tofu, tempeh, beans, or you choose to use soya-based cream or oat-based cream or margarine, or maybe you just choose to substitute butter with hummus or avocado. But if you take away food and don't replace it, you're going to get tired, you're not going to be eating enough. So learn to replace the food you take away, and along with that you can learn to veganize your favorite meals. If you love burgers and chips, that can easily be veganized. Either you buy soya burgers or pea-based burgers, or you make your own black bean burgers. Pizza, sushi, different soups, pasta dishes. You can even make a vegan carbonara. Things like, of course, chicken, steak, salmon. Those are, I guess, hard to get the same texture, the same taste in a vegan product. There are coming out more vegan products which are similar to meat and fish, but they won't ever be the same. And the same goes for vegan cheese. It won't be the same as dairy cheese. But you can still learn to appreciate it and like it for what it is, even if it's not the same. But write a list of your favorite foods and look at how you can veganize them, because I can assure you that the majority of meals will be easily veganized. And along with that, instead of thinking about things you can't eat, write a list of all the meals, all the foods which you can eat. That was one of the first things I did before I made the choice to go vegan. On an A4 paper, I wrote down all the meals I could eat. And that whole page was filled, because there were so many things I could eat, so many meals I could make. It's easy to get stuck and think that all you can eat is salad or cucumbers or potatoes and avocado, but there are so many meals you can eat. And of course, what substitutes you have available to you, what is offered at restaurants and cafes and all of that will vary depending on where you live. The price will also vary, so in some countries vegan products are a lot more expensive and not as easily available, which of course will affect how much you can veganize and the alternatives you can eat. But with some creativity, you can still make a lot using just plant-based foods, and if we're honest, it's better to focus on plant-based foods than having 80% of your diet be made up of pre-made processed alternatives. That's just my opinion, but I do appreciate them, that they are available. They do make vegan eating easier for social life, for people who are interested in cutting down meat and dairy. Having substitutes is amazing. Next up is get into the habit of reading ingredients. The first few weeks when you go vegan, it might be a lot of reading ingredients. Each time you pick up a food or a new food, you're going to have to read the ingredients and see, and there are certain ingredients you should avoid. I'll put up a picture here. But after a while you find your favourite foods, you know which ones are vegan, and the only time you need to read the ingredients is if you buy a new food which isn't marked with the vegan label. But also when you do read the ingredients, you can find accidentally vegan products. So sometimes you might think that a food isn't vegan, but it actually is. You just gotta read the ingredients. It is easy, of course, the longer that you are vegan, that you forget to read ingredients. That's happened once or twice where it's like I've gone into the store and it's like I just forgot to read the ingredients because I don't know. Of course I could return the product, so it was no problem. But once I did accidentally eat something which wasn't vegan, because the product had been vegan before and I had seen it in a Facebook group. So when I went to buy it, I just saw the V marking, but it was a V marking for vegetarian, so I bought it. I didn't see the milk powder. I did eat some of it. That happens, and that is one of the things I want to say to those of you who are new to going vegan, wanting to be vegan. Be kind to yourself, because mistakes happen. We live in a society that there is animal products everywhere in so many things you wouldn't even think of. I'm not even going to get into it, but there are so many products that have animal derivatives or animal parts which you wouldn't think of, and it's a learning process. And that's the thing, you might buy things and then you get aware. Someone tells you that, hey, you know, that has gelatin in it, or hey, that has animal fat in it, you know, but here's a vegan alternative, and you learn. So mistakes will happen, that is okay. There will be times where you accidentally eat animal products, whether it's, you know, you've gotten the wrong food from a fast food place, or someone told you something was vegan but it wasn't. That has also happened to me, whatever reason it may be. And you have to learn to just move on and be kind to yourself. You cannot make yourself feel bad for something that was an accident. If you feel really, really guilty, maybe it was that you accidentally ate some chicken soup or a beef burger instead of a plant-based burger, or whatever it is that happens, you can always donate a bit to maybe to like a animal charity or something like that. And like I said, if you do buy something that isn't vegan, then you learn. Next time you won't do it. And usually a few weeks after that happens, you become extra aware. So yeah, like I previously said, there are some ingredients you need to watch out for which aren't vegan, and things like E numbers, certain D vitamin and all of that is not vegan. So at the beginning I would say just focus on meat, dairy, milk powder, lactose. Sometimes it says milk powder, sometimes it says lactose, I think. Eggs and honey. So focus on those 4 things in the beginning, and then you can start looking at what E numbers aren't vegan, such as gelatin and shellac, E120, and then certain D vitamin isn't vegan, and there are of course other things but I can't remember now. But just focus on the 4 main things to begin with, and then you can start looking at the other smaller details. If you're someone who eats a lot of meat and dairy to start off with, it can be hard to go vegan overnight. It is possible, I did it. but for some people it can be hard, so then just adding vegetarian meals into your daily life, maybe going a meatless Monday, trying substitutes a few days a week, adding in vegetarian meals, that can help you to slowly overgo to just eating plant-based. If you have friends, family or partner who want to do it with you, it can be easier when you have that support from others, so you don't feel like maybe the odd one out if your friends, family or partner eat a lot of animal products. Next up is beauty products and cleaning products. If you're vegan, you also buy those products that are cruelty-free and vegan. A product can be cruelty-free, but not vegan, meaning that it doesn't test on animals, but it does have animal products in it, whereas a product vegan, it is also cruelty-free. However, there can be products that are labeled vegan, but they test on animals. I'm not the best person to ask about this and vegan products when it comes to household object or cleaning products and beauty products. I just do a whole bunch of Googling when I need to buy new products. I've now found the ones which I use, and I just buy the same thing when I need to buy new products. But Google is your friend. And what I would say is that instead of buying a bunch of new beauty and cleaning products at once, do it when you need to buy new ones, when you need to update. Once again, there are a bunch of things like candles and like razors, toothpaste, all of that, which aren't always vegan, but those things you learn over time. It might not be the first thing you focus on to start off with. Another tip is to join vegan Facebook groups. There can be different ones about food, recipes, vegan parenting, vegan training and fitness, different hobbies, such as maybe if you're knitting or like you have a sport or something and maybe you want to find a vegan alternative to the objects you need, if that makes sense. That is super helpful. It can help you find local, it can help you make friends, it can help you find local deals, vegan deals. You get information about things which maybe you didn't know about before. I have personally gotten a lot of help and new information from reading different posts. Watch documentaries. That is highly recommended, especially in the beginning. When you have gone vegan and you've been vegan for a long time, you might find it too triggering. You might not want to see those videos because they show you the animal cruelty, animal slaughter, all of that. You don't want to be reminded of it. But in the beginning, you may just need that. You may need to, see it to understand and to make that connection, to want to go and stay vegan. The Game Changers has just come out on Netflix. I haven't seen it when I'm filming this video, but I'm going to watch it this weekend. I might do a review on my blog. I will link it down below if I have done it. But yeah, watch some of these documentaries. It can help you go and stay vegan. And of course, reminding yourself why you want to go vegan, why you should be vegan, or why you at least want to cut down on animal products. When you make that connection and you know why you want to do it, it's not so hard to make the choice to skip the meat or dairy. Get educated about nutrition, get educated about the facts. It makes it easier to debate and discuss when people ask you why you're vegan. When you have the facts straight, also when you know why you want to be vegan, then it's like, I don't really care what you say, I know why I'm vegan. Also, following vegan accounts online can be really helpful. Then you get inspiration, you get information, you get inspired, all of that. So I will link a post with some of my favorite vegan accounts online. There are so many on YouTube, whether it's, vegan facts, recipes, nutrition, lifestyle. On Instagram, there are so many accounts on there. There's even Facebook accounts. And pretty much any social media, you will find vegans there who can help you in some way. And if you aren't already, follow me. Or don't. If you don't like what I do, that's fine. Your choice. but it's the wrong choice if you don't follow me. That was all the tips I have to share for now. Some tips to help you go vegan or cut down on meat and dairy. Anyway, if you have any more tips or advice, share them down below. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And I will see you all again next week with a new video. Also, my first vegan top, I think I won this in a giveaway. Eat carbs, not pals. I don't really wear vegan tops or anything like that. I did at the start, but I think it's always like that you kind of become an angry vegan at the start and you just want to tell everyone that they're wrong. And then I guess I found more of a kind of inspire to vegetarian, inspire to cut down on meat and dairy and all of that, and I don't need to tell people that they're wrong, even if sometimes I want to. I can try to inspire, motivate, instead of being angry, even if I understand the angry vegans, I really do. So yeah, eat carbs, not pals.